Hello, you beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're well. Today, we're jumping into a brand new festival playlist. And as you can see, a brand new season, winter, which means we've got to slip and slide our way through this week's Forzathon challenges. Rhythm is everything for this all-important 200 Forzathon points and the much-needed percentage towards the festival playlist. So if you're only around here, definitely consider subscribing. We are just 100 subscribers away from 12,500. And let's go crack on with this week's Forzathon challenges. First things first, do you own Lake Lodge? If not, why not? It will double all of Forzathon points for all of Forzathon activities, daily Forzathon challenges, weekly Forzathon challenges, and Forzathon lives every hour on the hour. Now, the house can be quite expensive at 5 million credits, or is free with the VIP pass, but does come with a fantastic view of Derwent Water. The vehicle you're going to need for this week's Forzathon challenges is the 1973 Porsche 911 Carrera RS. It can be picked up in the auto show for 200,000 credits. I'm running 720 horsepower, four-wheel drive and off-road winter tyres. If you'd like to use my tune, just search my gamer tag Skippy 4631 or use my file name Skippy YouTube. Now, as always, we will be checking out this week's Forzathon shop and the Horizon backstage vote at the end of the video. We'll even check out this week's Super 7 reward. But first, we're going to complete this week's Forzathon challenges for 200 Forzathon points. Rhythm is everything. So Chapter 1, Definitive Edition. Own and drive a 1973 Porsche 911 Carrera RS, widely considered to be the greatest classic 911 variant of all time. Own and drive, hop outside at your festival, house or castle, drive 2 seconds down the road, Definitive Edition completed. With Chapter 1 Definitive Edition completed, owning and driving our Porsche 911 Carrera RS, is on to Chapter 2 Rennsport. The RS in the 911 Carrera 73's full name stands for Rennsport, Race Sport. See how it lives up to the name by earning 12 stars in total from speed zones. I've already jumped into my map and filtered by speed zones, making them a little bit easier to see and find. Now, you can do any speed zone you like, it is entirely up to you, but I'm going to head on over to Pennine Way with just a 45 mile an hour 1-star target. Here we go then in the Porsche Carrera RS. Nice big run up. The higher the entry speed, the better. We're going at 155 average speed. 2 stars on this speed zone is 110 miles an hour. So if we can get that, it means we only have to do 6 runs. But we go through 152.66. 2 stars earned towards our 12-star target. 10 stars to go. Okay, so I've spun the Porsche round. Back through the camera we go. Entering at 130. A little less coming from this direction, but again, we should get 2 stars. Coming up to the camera, 159.87, 2 more stars, 8 stars to go. On to our 6th and final run through the speed zone, our final 2 stars towards this chapter. Keeping that speed nice and high. Through the camera at 161, that's another 2 stars. I'll wait for our notification. There we go, Rennsport completed. For Chapter 2, Rennsport completed, earning 12 stars in total from speed zones. It's on to Chapter 3, Ducktailed and Tin-Topped. The 911 Carrera 73 was homologated for Group 4 sports car racing. Get a taste for the track by winning 3 road racing series events with it. Now, once again, hopping on into your map, but this time filtering by the Road Racing Series, making it a little bit easier to see and find. Now, you can use any race you want from the Road Racing Series. It can be circuit or sprint, but I'm going to be using the Lakehurst Forest Sprint, where I have created a blueprint that is locked to the Carrera 73 called Easy Forzathon Chapter 3 at just 0.3 miles in length. Just search my gamer tag Skippy 4631 or use the share code 139726345. Now, driver tire difficulty for the weekly Forzathon races does not matter. There's no reason to make it any harder than it needs to be. I'm going new racer. This applies for Chapter 3 and Chapter 4. Here we go then, race number 1. I think this is one of the shortest blueprints I've ever made. But off we go, off the start line. Driver tires take a cheeky right. We head straight on for the finish line and across the line, first place. Here we go then, race number 2. Driver Tile's taking a cheeky right. We head straight on once again. Cross the line. Second race, first place. Here we go then, third and final race for this chapter. Again, Driver Tile's taking a cheeky right. Across the line, first place. And there we go, Ducktailed and Tin-Topped completed. With Chapter 3, Ducktailed and Tin-Topped completed, winning 3 road racing series events. It's on to our 4th and final chapter, Carrera Panamericana. Also, a successful rally car relive its glory days by driving to victory in 4 dirt racing series events with your 911 Carrera 73. Chapter 4 is essentially a copy of Chapter 3, so just follow the same steps. Hop into your map, but this time filtering by the dirt racing series, making them a little bit easier to see and find. Again, you can use any race you like, sprint or circuit, but I'm going to be heading on down to the Ashbrook Loop Scramble, where I have created another blueprint, this time called Easy Forzathon Chapter 4, just 0.6 miles in length. Again, locked to the 911 Carrera 73. Just search for gamer tag Skippy at 4631 or use the share code 100373928. Again, for Chapter 4, driver tile difficulty does not affect weekly Forzathon races. No need to make it any harder than it needs to be. I'm Gavin New Racer. Now this time I'm not going to show you all 4 races, I'll just show you the first and the last. So heading off the start line, driver tiles take a cheeky right and across the line, first race completed. Here we go then, on to our 4th and final race. See you later, driver tiles, as they take a cheeky right. We head for the finish line, first place. So after completing Chapter 4 Carrera Panamericana, winning 4 dirt race series events, that's this week's Forzathon challenges. Rhythm is everything completed. Let's go ahead and take a look at this week's Forzathon shop. This week's Forzathon shop is looking pretty good in my opinion. We've got the 1995 BMW 850 CSI 600 Forzathon points. We've got the 2012 Cadillac Escalade ESV 350 Forzathon points. We're going gold this week. We've got the golden tash and the golden skirt up for grabs, 75 Forzathon points for each of those. And as always, if you're feeling lucky and got any spare Forzathon points knocking around, you can grab a normal wheel spin for 40 Forzathon points. Or you can nab yourself a super duper wheel spin for 150 Forzathon points. Now both cars this week are Festival Players exclusive, which means they can't be picked up in the auto show or be found in wheel spins. But the 1995 BMW 850 CSI, that's going for 20 million credits in the auction house at the point of making this video, but it's well worth picking up for 600 Forzathon points. It's a fantastic car and a fantastic addition to anyone's collection. Now the Cadillac Escalade for me is a take it or leave it car. If you own one already, save 350 Forzathon points, don't buy a second. It's currently worth 5 million credits in the auction house. It just depends whether you want to spend Forzathon points or you want to spend credits, but personally I would leave this one, save those Forzathon points. Now let's jump on over to the Horizon backstage and check out this week's vote. Now for those that are new to Horizon and don't know what Horizon backstage is, it can be accessed from free roam, just a short drive from the festival site, or you can hop into your pause menu and slide on over to the cars tab and access Horizon backstage from there. Now last week's Horizon backstage vote had the BMW M3 GTR go up against the Moser MT 900S, with the M3 GTR coming out on top, and it's now available for purchase in Horizon backstage. This week, however, has the Honda Prelude 94 going up against the Mercedes-Benz 280 SL. Let me know in the comments which one you're voting for. Quite honestly, this week is quite tough to choose between the two cars, but if I have to vote either way, it's going to be for the Honda Prelude. Now sticking with our pause menu, this time hopping on over to Horizon Super 7, and this week's reward for completing all 7 challenge cars is the Toyota 2000 GT. Now let me know in the comments if you guys want me to keep you updated weekly with what the reward is in Horizon Super 7. There we go, that's this week's Forzathon shop, this week's Horizon backstage, the Super 7 reward, and this week's Forzathon challenges. Rhythm is everything completed. 200 Forzathon points in the bank and 15% towards that winter season. If you have any questions about this week's Forzathon challenges, do hit me up in the comments. I'll do my best to help you out. And if you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing. We will be completing the rest of the Festival Players live here on the channel in the next couple of days. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and have an awesome day.